Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the GNCC Club Playdowns. Second draw. I am Mindy Carlson, and I am joined by Ken Clark.
Hello.
Today, our featured sheet, which is on this, we have two separate streams. We have one that features B and C, and then we have one that features A and D. So on our featured sheets of B and C, we have Team Barra versus K Jackson. And on sheet C, we have English versus Atkinson. And then on our other stream on sheet A, we have Mooney versus Palmeri. And on sheet D, we have Rzonca versus Guzman. We'll be mostly talking about sheets B and C, but we will be adding in commentary about A and D as things happen and different developments. So, and we will be definitely keeping track of the scores. If you can't be with us for the entire time, you can still get score updates on bonspieler.com/curldc, CURLDC. And we'll be keeping those scores updated as the play occurs. So we would love to have you comment in our chat rooms if you have any questions or comments or want a particular score update. So I'll just turn it over to Ken while I get a couple other things situated.
All right. So thanks, Mindy, for not only juggling the webcast operator, but also updating the bonspieler.com live draw. So, all right, here on our feature sheet B, we're got a yellow rock in the house here that Team Barrow would like to get rid of. And cleared the guard, looks like a good hit. And rolls out of bounds. Another nice draw in, but it's not buried, so again, another hit call here, and hopefully a little bit of roll to hide behind the yellow guard. Also a hit going on sheet C. Oh, does a double? Oh, it gets a double and spills out. And on sheet B, didn't roll the way they want, but the shooter stays in the house. Maybe a double potential there, but looks like they're just calling for the single.
Yeah, very slick in the back.
All right, gets rid of one red. The other one spills into the forefoot, or biting the forefoot.
What shots? We need to for the field.
So, Corbett just choosing to get rid of that center guard. Good call when you have hammer. Try to keep things clean. Oh, just missed.
The ice has been curling a lot in our last game. The ice had about 5 feet of swing. And so it'll be interesting to see how these all of these teams, these 8 teams, adjust to the ice conditions. The rocks have also been papered, which means that they will have more curl and they'll be a little more lively when it comes to hit weights.
Paper meaning sandpaper.
Yeah, meaning that we just sort of take a very, very thin layer of the rock off of the bottom.
Basically, you put the rock on a piece of sandpaper, you shove it in what, 6 or 8 inches.
Yep.
Rotate it 90 degrees, repeat, and you're done. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, but it's amazing how much something like that affects how the rocks play.
Okay, another attempt at peeling the scard. Successful that time. Exactly what they wanted. Both rocks spill out.
Let's see, and Team Jackson can see about 75% of the red rock from the hack, maybe even more.
Probably a little less from the hack, but
Yeah, probably a little less. But it looks like they're going to try about a hack weight hit.
sweeping hard to clear the yellow. Is it going to make it? Yes, they got it past the yellow. Nice. Great team job.
Yeah, that's just about as perfect as you could hope for. Over on sheet C, we have Team English's first skipstone. And it looks like on sheet B, we have Team Bera's first skipstone.
Clears out one of the yellows.
Yep, nice takeout. Then it rolled far enough that it's not giving Jackson any cover. Looks like the call is for a guard.
Yep, yeah, Jackson's not too worried about the red one at the moment if they can get this guard the right place.
She's giving her a lot of ice. So they're evidently convinced that this is going to curl about 6 or 7 feet.
Or unless they just want one in the center, but I think the rocks have been curling a lot, so. Okay, so the guard's at a good place to block a low weight hit, the direct hit. So they're going for the run back of the red. So there's, ideally they would hit that red just off nose and slam back into the yellow and keep both of the reds in play, but if they're a little bit off nose, then as long as they hit the yellow out, and even if they both reds spill out, that would blank end's fine too.
Yeah, blank end would be perfect.
This is hammer on sheet B. Sheet C's got one rock left to throw.
All right, here it comes into the guard screen.
It's not curling quite as much as they want.
No,
Nope, just chips it out.
unfortunately.
So that'll be one steal of one yellow.
Steal of one yellow.
Kathy Jackson. Yeah. We have a Jackson gets a K on the scoreboard because there was a M Jackson on the men's team, which I hear is a spouse.
Yes, we had that confirmed earlier today that they are spouses.
From Triangle. All right, so on sheet C, this will be hammer, yellow hammer, and it's just trying to, I don't know if they called for the blank or the, anyway, hit. I probably would prefer a blank, but it looks like it's going to be nose.
It's also a hammer coming down on sheet D.
Oh, no, that is a blank. Okay.
That is a blank. Well, and that's fine. That's a good strategy.
Okay, so that's hammer on D.
Yep, hammer. This is hammer coming in on D.
So it's a yellow drawing
Unless
for third.
unless there's a rock that I I
just
did not
basically
see.
in the house for 3. Yep, they got it.
Man, that's a good start for Team Guzman.
And over on sheet A, there's still another 3 rocks to go, including the one in play.
Okay. You can go and update Bonspieler. And then Guzman got 3.
Oh, very nice draw on sheet A.
Sheet A, Team Palmeri is sitting 3. Team Palmeri just curled at in our earlier draw, as did Team Guzman and Rzonca. Well, actually, all 4 of these teams curled earlier today on sheets A and D. All right, on sheet A, Team Mooney getting ready to throw a hit, possibly double out the Team Palmeri's rocks. Oh, and he just got a piece of it, enough to knock one of Palmeri's yellows out into the 12-foot, but not enough to take it out completely. And Team Palmeri is still sitting 2.
So taking a look over at sheet A, it will be hammer. So yellow is sitting 2. And just trying to draw in through all that mess. There's a nice draw path though. And they just did this draw on the previous rock. And here comes the draw. Looks really good.
Yep, looks like it's just gonna
3 yellow for Palmeri.
Yep, really, really beautiful draw. Kate Jackson, happy with that? You could hear her say very nice. And Nicole Barra calling for the takeout. So control weight shot. Sweepers on it right away to keep the line. And the shooter just rolls out. over on Sheet B, Team Jackson. They would like this to be in the house, but it looks like it's going to be about a 2.5 center guard. And Nicole Barra would like that to be gone. So she is going to call a control weight takeout hit. Very nice, clean takeout on Sheet B. Team Jackson calling another draw. Looks like it's a little quick. And Barris is gonna, oh, no, but through is clearly through the house. Team Barra calling for a corner draw onto the tee line. Might be a little heavy for tee line, and Jackson's going to sweep this just so it is about halfway on into the house. Jackson calling for a center draw to the center. I think she'd like it to be maybe a little bit past, a little to the right on the tee line, just so she has that backing from yellow. This one looking a little straight, and there finally comes, curling over. But it looks pretty heavy. I think it's just gonna sit on that yellow. Oh no, tee right on the button. Over on Sheet C, Team Atkinson calling for a control down, maybe hack weight hit on Team English's shot in the 12-foot. Sweeper sweeping hard to keep the line, and they did not, just flashed right by it. Not as much curl as they had hoped for. Team English calling for draw behind. Sweeper's not sweeping the rock on sheet. Oh, now there's a sweeper on. She's sweeping, but it seems like it's a little heavy. I think it's gonna go and be swept out. All right, Atkinson's gonna try this again with control weight with a little bit less ice given. Sweepers on it, trying to curl it over, and it flashes again. Just the ice not giving them the curl that they expected. Over on Sheet B, the first of Team Barra's skipstones. Vice Laurier with her broom next to Team Jackson's one yellow rock in the 12-foot for a nose hit peel. I think that she maybe love a little bit of a flop or a tiny roll. Sort of push that rock underneath cover. Calling for line. Is it going to make it past the guard? No, it did not make it past the guard. And Team Jackson gets another one just biting into the house. Sheet B, Team Jackson's final skipstone of this end. They're gonna try for a control weight hit on Red's shot rock. It is hard to tell who exactly is shot from the overhead image, but I believe it is Red, so they really, or it's close enough that they really can't afford to take the chance that they're not sitting shot. Nice control weight hit. It's going to be on the nose. And Team Jackson is now sitting 1, possibly 2. So Team Barra saying we're going to try and hit the shot rock again. Over on sheet C, Team English with their final skipstone. Ready to come in and draw in behind the red they already have sitting shot in the house. Sheet B, Vice Laurier already calling for the sweep. Calling for line, you can hear. Really nice takeout. Team Jackson giving it a look to see who is sitting second, but for sure Team Barra has one. They're asking for a technical measure on sheet B. So they have conceded 1. They're going to very gently take out the other one. And our official already out there with the measuring device, chilling it on the ice. Over on sheet C, we have Team Atkinson with their hammer shot, calling for a takeout of English's red that is sitting right at just biting the 8-foot. They need this to ensure that they don't go down 2-0. Calling sweep for line. Beautiful nose hit. And Team Atkinson scores 1 point in the second end. Official on the ice getting ready to having a little bit of trouble because the bar is not.
It's not going to work. It's going to go the other way.
They're working on moving the support bar up so it does not hit the rock and artificially move the rock, because we don't want it to interfere and change the measurement. So they're going to try this one more time. You can see there's a support bar at the end of the our measuring device, and the rocks are inconveniently placed so that the bar was going to be hitting the rocks, but they managed to finally push the support far enough back that our official can get a real and true measurement. Over on sheet D, we have a score update. Team Guzman scored one more, stole one in the second. All right. And now they're going to swing around. I mean, it's so hard to tell. I think it might be red. It is red. So that is 2 points for Team Barra. But as it was a technical timeout, it doesn't count against their individual playing times for exactly these kinds of reasons. Over on sheet A, Team Palmeri with a really nice looking house setup. They are currently sitting two, and they are throwing their, let's see, who is throwing? Team Mooney is throwing their hammer shot, and they're asking for a draw in to score for their 1 point. Let's see. And he's away. Looks like the rock is a little fast. Just ticks on the one in the 12-foot, and so definitely one yellow. And it looks like are they going to call for a measure? No, they are not calling for a measure. So it must be clearly one yellow. We're on sheet A for Team Palmeri. Over on sheet D, Rzonca is sitting 1 currently, with Guzman sitting 2 and 3. And this is the second last rock for yellow. We're on our featured sheet B. Team Barra with their very nice center guard. And Team Jackson is asking to, I believe, draw in behind. But I did not see where she placed her broom initially. Team Jackson's draw a little heavier than they wanted it, but it is going to stick around into the 8-foot, and it is exposed. So Team Barra can either, nope, she is going to take it. She wants to do a tiny little flop behind cover. And they nose hit it. Well, they flop the other direction. And Team Jackson immediately calling for a control weight hit. Over on sheet C, really beautiful draw by Team Atkinson to give their stone in the back of the house about half cover, or actually to create a good good backing for their shot just at the 4-foot. Team English asking for a takeout. Good shot on sheet B by Team Barra. Got a little tiny flop to it. Probably not as much as they exactly wanted, but really excellent sweeping. Second dice is rock over on sheet C. Allison Kemp with peel weight takeout. Just a little, and the shooter goes as well. Now, Team Atkinson has two stones that are pretty well buried behind cover. And Skip asking for to guard up that draw line by putting a rock right there on the 12-foot. Team Jackson's rock perfect. Definitely doubleable, but she is asking for to come just inside of the rock to the right of the center line and sort of rest in front of the rock to the left of the center line. Maybe pushing that rock back a little bit so that they will sit shot behind cover and with backing. just a little wide, but they do remove the shot rock, and they get the yellow to roll a little bit, opening up the house, the button area just a little bit. Over on sheet D, Team Guzman sitting 4 with Team Rzonca with their first skip stone of the third end. Asking for a takeout and possibly doubling out any of the stones over to the right in the 12-foot. Skip stones away. Sweepers are on it, or one sweeper is on it for curl. And they do end up getting kind of a double. The yellow sort of hangs around in just off the sheet to create just enough backing to make problems for Team Rzonca. And Team Guzman putting the broom. They'd like to have a rock in that 8-foot on the center line. Over in sheet A, Team Palmeri sitting 1 with Team Mooney sitting 2 and 3 right in the 4-foot. There is a path to that stone, to the yellow Palmeri stone that is sitting near the button. Team Palmeri looking to throw up another guard to protect their shot. Oh, they're going to ask for one to go into the top of the 4-foot, making it hard for Team Mooney to dislodge the shot that is the shot rock. Team Jackson with their first skip stone over here on the featured sheet B. Looking for, I think she's asking for a peel. Well, that is a draw, I don't know. It's a draw weight. Sweeper's on it hard, trying to get it into the 4-foot. But it looks like it's going to settle just around the 12. Very nice guard, but since that was hammer. And again, we're looking at the overhead and who is shot. They may have another. So it looks pretty close to me, whoever is shot, but it is sort of going to determine what their plan of attack is. They don't seem too concerned about it right now. Looks like they're going to do downweight hit to dislodge Team Jackson's Yellowstone at the 4-foot. Over on sheet C, the hammerstone coming into view on your screen. Trying to draw in and cut Team Atkinson. Oh, Team Atkinson is going to score 1 in the third end. It was very close. That brings sheet C score 2-0. Team Atkinson over English. Over on sheet B, we have Team Jackson with the hammer. Skip the Vice discussing what they want to do, and they also give those two in the front a careful look to see who they think is shot. So they're going to go for the draw path on the right-hand side to try and draw in and sit for sure 2, maybe 3. But I would anticipate that there's probably another measure in our future. Nice draw weight. Sweepers are on it. Sweeping for line. They have to get around that guard, which they do, and they're going to get around their other guard. So Team Jackson certainly sitting 2, and now that both teams are giving those rocks a really good look. But I would be, oh, and they have decided. I will have to wait to see what Team Jackson hangs, if it's a 2 or a 3. But you feel free to comment in the chat if you think that Jackson has just scored a 3 or a 2. And it was a 2. So in sheet B, Team Jackson up 3-2 as we enter the 4th. There will be a 4th end break for all the teams to come in and get a snack, drink of water, and then they will be back on the ice shortly after that. Over on sheet D, Guzman scored 3 points to bring their total 7-0. Sheet A, they are on the first skipstone for Mooney. And they have a pile of guards in the front and all along the center line, protecting Palmeri's 1 point right now. Team Mooney going to draw in and try to tap that red one that is in the 4-foot on the right over to the button. Sweepers on it. Hard curl, hard curl. And it is just too wide. So Team Palmeri, their last skipstone. Brim positioned for either a wide draw or to throw it through. And the draw over on sheet A is just a guard, so it'll be, listen, oh, I'm so terribly sorry. Team Mooney has hammer. I thought the red that was sitting down there was a cast off from the other team. From the game on sheet B, but so Mooney looks like they're looking for the run back. Needs to be a pretty precise angle because it needs to go at about 70-degree angle into the house. And if they can pop that yellow out, they would sit 3, which would be amazing. That would be a really wonderful shot. I would love to see that happen. I will always cheer for the hard shot. Right, over on sheet A, Mooney is away with his hammer shot. Oh. So it'll be 1 yellow for Palmeri. There was real opportunity there for some shenanigans. Palmeri goes up 5-0. Over on sheet B, Team Jackson with their second lead stone. Oh no, their second stone. Beautiful draw in sheet C by Team Atkinson. Over in sheet B, Jess Arsano with a peel weight shot. And she takes out the guard. Another takeouts all over the ice on B and C. Team Atkinson with their second base stone coming down sheet C. The English's red rock very well guarded along that center line. Atkinson looking to draw in around, be kind of behind that center line rock. They nudge it a little bit, and they're not quite able to get it into shot position. Emily confirming that, Emily English, Skip, also confirming that red is shot. They are going to take out the yellow rock, so it can't be promoted further. And over on sheet B for Team Barra, Vice Laura Yee throwing a hit weight shot down the ice. They're gonna run back the guard. And they missed the tripping hazard rock in the back. Over on sheet C, Team Atkinson discussing their options. Possibly have decided to do an in-off. Or that could have been a draw in, but it's hard to tell from my vantage point back here. Sheet B, nice draw for Team Jackson. And Team Barra is going to immediately hit and roll behind their guard cover. That is about a 2 guard. Weisler with a good controlled downweight shot. It's over curling just a little bit. They're not going to get the roll that they wanted, but they definitely got the stone out. Over on sheet A, Team Palmeri sitting 2. But plenty of rocks to come along. And over on sheet D, Guzman also sitting 2, but again, plenty, oh, maybe not so plenty, of rocks coming. That was, I believe, Ronca's first skip stone. Ronca has hammer, but they have a clear. So Guzman going to throw up another guard to prevent Ronca from having a clear shot at their 2 stones in the house. Over on sheet B, Team Jackson removing Team Barra's rock from play, but the position that they have, it's very doubleable, but it looks like they want to do a bit of a hit and roll and have the shooter stick around. So that would be about a hack weight hit. Team Bears hit coming down the ice. It's going to get one of them, and it is going to stick around and just be biting in the 12-foot. And they get the little loop around to give them a better position into the 12-foot. And I don't know exactly what was happening there. It looks like here. What happened? So Team Bear accidentally stopped a rock from exiting the house because they didn't realize that there was a red rock back there that would have been impacted by it. So the discussion was where they thought the rock would naturally come to rest, and that's how curling works. You call your own fouls. The teams work together to decide when things like this happen what the fairest position is for it. And it's one of the reasons I like curling so much, is there's a lot of integrity and personal responsibility, as well as like fun and fair gameplay. And Team Jackson's draw coming in looks like it's going to set right up in the full 8. Vice Yi and Skip Barra talking about what they should do, and looks like they're going to do a straight nose takeout. Oh, and I was looking at the action on B and I missed The score on sheet C, so I guess I'll have to wait, or somebody can in the chat can tell me what happened on sheet C as far as scores go. And like I said, we are coming into the end of the fourth, and all the players after the fourth end have a break, the fourth end break. Because our games finish at different times, it's usually a rolling. Speaking of rolling, Team Barra's Red Rock rolled, and the Team Barra will score 1 point in the fourth end, and then they will take their fourth end break, tied 3-3 Barra and Jackson. Sheet A, Mooney versus Palmeri. Palmeri is currently sitting 1 with Mooney with a rock that is very promotable. This is the last skip stone for, or I'm sorry, last vices stone for Palmeri coming down the ice right now. And it looks like Palmeri throwing a very nice guard. Over on sheet A, we have Team Mooney's last Vices rock. And it looks like they're going to try and peel something away. Oh, very nice run back. Really well done. Rock rolls under to some cover. Truly excellent shot. And now Palmeri looking at sort of an ankle raise slash situation, which is a looks pretty tricky to me. I'll turn up the ice noise so that you can kind of hear what's happening on sheet A. Asking him, does he want it normal or control? It sounds like he wanted it normal. The rock's just about to come into your field of view. Oh, and it crashes, sort of ping-pongs around on the guards to the point where Palmeri is sitting second shot. And Mooney absolutely going to draw in again through the port that was just made by Palmeri's ping-ponging stone. I'm waiting on sheet D for Rzonca or Guzman to hang the score that happened in their fourth end, and I will be able to update. But, and one moment. At the end of the fourth, Guzman scored 1 point. And on sheet C at the end of the fourth, English scored 2, tying up the game. They are back on the ice again. Down the ice on sheet A comes Mooney's first skip stone. Beautiful takeout, a nice little roll, and that's going to hang around in the 12. All right, over on sheet A, we're going to watch Team Mooney's hammer shot come down. Asking for sweepers not on it, just walking it down the ice. Looks like it might be a smidge heavy, but I think it's going to stick around into the back 8. And that is going to be 3 points for Mooney. And suddenly it's a whole new game for them. They're going to go into their 4th end break. We have plenty of other curling on the other sheets. Sheet B, we have Team Jackson calling for a draw behind of their guard. That is actually a biter on the 12-foot. It's very heavy, doing a little sweep behind. So we try to slow it down. And Team Barra gonna go for a hit and roll. Looks like control weight shot. Sweepers on it for curl. Trying to get it over. It's gonna roll, but it's gonna roll out. But that's okay. Clean ice is good ice. And Team Jackson calling for a corner guard. Very smooth delivery. Sweepers on it for a line, both of them on the same side. Sweeping as they go down the ice. Now off to let it give a little bit of curl and slow down. But it's going to be just in the house. Team Barra asking for a center guard. Over on sheet C, neat little takeout by Team English. Little tap back. And now Team English is sitting shot. So Team Atkinson is going to peel guard. We have a little more access at those 2 frozen up against each other in the back. Team Jackson with a down weight hit. Both sweepers on it. Same direction. Want to hold line. Nice little takeout and a very good roll for Team Jackson. Team Barra looking at doubling. She said if we get one, then that's fine. Looks like about a peel weight hit. Sweepers on it. Wanting to carve it over. And she gets one and ends up nestling against the other one over on the 12, which I don't hate. Team Jackson, happy to get rid of both rocks. Asking for, looks like she's asking for control upper peel. Sweeper on for line and now up. Now curl. And a very tidy takeout of Team Bear's red in the 12. Team Bear, skip Barra, considering options and going to do a down weight hack hit. Little S. The Vice Lori asking for less ice. Sweepers on it, holding line. And it's going to be just past that guard. Beautifully done. And Skip Jackson asking for exactly the same thing that Team Barra just threw. But giving just a little bit more ice than Team Barra had given. And does it perfectly. Little tiny roll to still bite in. Team Barra looks like they want to take that shot out. Giving the same amount of ice that Team Jackson had given, which is about control weight hit. Over on sheet C, Team English currently sitting 2 with a third that is coming into the house and is just going to rub up against their shot stone to now sit 3. That was their first skip stone, and Team Atkinson will shortly be throwing their first skip stone. Oh, and Team Barra with an unfortunate miss on the takeout, and Team Jackson's going to capitalize by throwing in a draw and splitting the house. Over on sheet D, the last skip stone for Team Guzman. They're going to run and take out on Team Ronca's shot in the 12-foot. And a nice takeout and a nice roll, and they are now sitting shot. So Team Rzonca immediately puts up the broom for a control weight up shot. To hopefully then sit 2. Over on sheet D, Skipstone coming in for Team Rzonca. Sweeper's just called on. Off. Nope. It's on. Looks like it'll be a nose hit. And that'll be 2 points for Team Rzonca in the 5th. Hi, Dave. Dave Schlanger in the chat. We're on sheet B. Team Jackson with another attempt at draw weight hit, split the house. Potentially score 2 this end. Over in sheet C, we have Team English sitting 3 currently, with Team Atkinson throwing their hammer shot. So Atkinson needs to draw into the 4-foot in order to score. Hey, Ken.
Hello again. Sorry to leave you alone so long.
That's okay.
I'm actually getting a little work done today.
What? All right, and on sheet B, Team Jackson scoring 2 in the 5th to bring the score to 5-3. And over on sheet C, Team Atkinson's final draw a little too heavy, and English will score 3 points in the 5th.
Looks like we're getting the house views more consistently correct this time, huh?
Yeah, I haven't had to manually switch any of them. Over on sheet A, we have Team Palmeri sitting 1 currently, but Team Mooney with a second shot. And it looks like Team Palmeri is going to try and draw in. And make that red rock in the top of the 4 hard to remove.
Nice job on sheet A there. I like where that yellow ended up.
Yeah, I do too. It makes it really, really hard for Mooney to promote that red using the left-hand side of the sheet. They have to use the right-hand side. And so it looks like they're asking for a tap back little bit of an angle. All right, here comes Team Mooney's stone into the shot. They just make it by that guard, but unfortunately not enough weight on there to tap anything.
But it is exposed, so now they can hit that red and really slam that yellow out if they wanted to.
They absolutely
And
could.
if they get it just right, they'd be sitting 2. But, of course, there's a yellow rock coming between that and before they get to throw again, so.
Over on sheet B, it's hard to tell who's sitting shot right now, but it looks like Team Barra's rock. Nice little 2 guard. I didn't see what Team Jackson just called for their shot, but my guess is probably a draw into the top of the 8-foot.
Yeah, they're calling for the hit.
Are they calling for the hit? I couldn't tell from the broom position if it was a draw position or hitting that rock.
Yeah, the rock's going too wide. I think it's just going to flash by.
Yeah, if it doesn't go out first.
Well, I think it did go out there at some
It did
point.
go out, yeah. Yep, just got on the other side of that frosty zone and Team Barra gonna draw and try and split the house.
Over on sheet C, we got a red coming in, and well, moved the yellow, or got rid of one yellow, moved the other. So at least their second shot now on sheet A.
Yeah, and yeah, that wasn't bad. I watched the hit come down, and that was, you know, I would have liked it to be a little heavier, but that was great. Got some movement.
So now sheet B is even more interesting about.
Yeah.
It's got 3 biting white sort of rocks. Yeah.
I mean, we might have a triple measure.
Yeah. So they did do as they do for any serious competitions. They actually came out yesterday and we measured all our houses to see just how round they are, and they are within a 1/4 inch. But a 1/4 inch makes a difference. So anytime your rock is within a 1/4 inch of maybe not, you should call for the measurement.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, there's one less rock to measure.
Yep, one less rock, but they still got 2 there to measure. But we'll see if Team Barra can put up another rock there.
Oh, now we're seeing the same thing on sheet C that we saw on
Yep,
sheet
just
B,
a little wide.
hanging out on the edge of their sheet. That one, although, didn't go out of bounds.
Yep, just a little wide.
Yeah, you often have trouble throwing those outside shots where you tend to have it harder. It's harder to hit the broom the farther off center you are.
For sure.
Although in this case I didn't see where the broom was or where they threw it, so I can't say whether or not
The
they were
broom
on
was
the
over there. Team Atkinson's draw just a little heavy. Need a little help, but it's definitely going out of the house. Team English calling for a hack weight shot on that on Atkinson's rock in the 12-foot. And they managed to take it out, have a nice clean sheet. Now Atkinson calling for a draw in behind one of their two center guards. Nice draw weight there on sheet B.
Yeah, sheet B and C both trying draws here. So sheet C looks a little heavy.
Yeah.
B looks better weight.
Yeah, sheet B does look a better weight.
Still coasting right along.
Yeah, I think it's going to rub, and that's going to help. Yep, and that helped it stop. But unfortunately, I think the rub backed that red rock in the 12-foot so that it is now third shot.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, don't need to measure that after all.
I don't think we need to measure that anymore.
But so they also, both those reds being behind the tee line means it's a target for yellow to sit on, and which is just what Kathy Jackson has called for here. And the sweeper's trying hard to get it there. Don't know if it's going to make it quite that far, but get it to counting. And, well,
Not
nope.
quite.
It's sitting second, though.
Yep, it is sitting second. So
Nicole Barra choosing to draw one into the other side since she is shot rock.
yep, split the house. Maybe have it sit in the middle of the 8.
Looks like it might be heavy. Maybe they'll go for that back yellow.
Yeah, plan B. Get on it. Time for plan B.
Oh, nope.
Oh, just a little.
That's the problem with that plan B. It's like if you wait too long, if you see it early and realize that you got to do it, you can make it happen. But if you hesitate a little bit,
Yep.
it's always that tough choice where you hope you can go with plan A a little bit too long. And
Over on sheet A, we have Hammer coming in. Currently, Team Palmeri sitting 1, and they have Hammer this end. So they're calling for a draw, possibly an in-off, so they can hopefully sit 2.
the sweepers say it's heavy.
Well, they're on it now.
Oh, I was talking to sheet C.
Oh, sheet C, sorry.
Oh.
I'm looking at sheet A.
Oh, okay. So what is happening on sheet A?
Sheet A, they're just trying to throw a draw in so that they can sit 2, but unfortunately they didn't quite do it. So Team Palmeri is going to score 1 in the 5th. Cody Johnson has a suggestion. If we could tie the timers into the screen so the viewers can see how much time every team has remaining.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing the same thing, actually.
We can do that in some of our house views, for especially A and D. You can see the timers in the windows behind them, but for our view on sheet B and C, because we're doing the view this way, yeah, unfortunately you can't see the timers. But on sheet B, red has 12 minutes and 50 seconds left, and yellow has 15 minutes and 3 seconds left. And on sheet C, red has 15 minutes and 3 seconds left, and yellow has 10 minutes and 24 seconds left. So, hope that helps.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, the sheets A and D you can kind of almost read.
Right,
in
almost.
the cameras there. Well, actually, sheet D you can read in that view there, but oh, Nice hit there on sheet B.
Looks like handshakes over on sheet D, and they're not going to throw the last stone, so the score is going to remain 8-2. Guzman over Rzonca. Over on sheet B, Team Bear currently sitting 2. And Team Jackson sort of talking through their options of either drawing in or maybe running back the yellow into those 2 reds. I don't know. What do you think, Ken? What are they talking about?
I mean, if you hit that red right, you can double out the 2. Well, one of them might jam. It's hard to say if you could actually double them out. It's complicated, put it that way.
It is, yeah.
There are many different possibilities depending on just where they hit. So I think we're just going to have to wait and find out.
Yeah, there's a lot of physics happening on that sheet.
So I guess
calling hard line. Said the weight is back house.
Yep. So they're just trying to get one.
Okay.
So it is shot rock.
So it is shot rock, and they've got some good backing on it, but it is definitely removable.
Oh, we just wrapped up on sheet C when I wasn't looking.
Oh, shoot. Cody, what's the score on sheet C? Oh, Bo, what's the score? 2 red.
2 red. Yeah.
2 red. Which brings Team English to 7 and Team Atkinson to 2.
So we're here on sheet B. It looks like we're at hammer. And so trying to hit the yellow one there. Oh, it's going to crash in the guard.
Ugh.
And do nothing. So that leaves 1 yellow. Steal a 1 yellow on sheet C
yellow.
for Kathy Jackson. So her last draw there ended up being the key shot.
But Team Bear keeps the hammer into the 7th. Over in sheet A, Palmeri currently sitting 2. And you're about to see Team Mooney's shot come into view. That looks like it's its second stoned. And it's a little heavy. It's just going to travel right on through. So Team Palmeri is going to try and draw one in to the 4-foot. Team Palmeri, it looks like the skip is throwing second. which is not uncommon.
Yep, that's the way they're signed up for when they signed up for this spiel. That was the plan all along.
And the draw thrown on sheet B by Team Barra, just gonna land into the 8-foot, almost biting the 8-foot. Oh nope, solid 12. And Team Jackson immediately gonna take it out.
Looks like I think it's going to be a nose here on sheet B.
And I think that's what she, oh,
Oh,
little
no,
tiny
okay.
roll. Oh, and it is gonna roll out. So they will lose the shooter too. Team Barra calling for a corner guard. Over on sheet C, the sweeper is just a little shy of getting the Atkinson's yellow rock to bite into the house. And Team English calling for a down hack weight hit on that rock and then rolling over. And it is really curling. They're not going to get the direction of roll that they wanted. They're going to lose the shooter too. But I don't think they'll complain about that. And Team Atkinson wants to put it back. Team Jackson asking for, I'm not exactly sure what, so center guard, but on the 12-foot. But it's fine if it draws in behind too. Sweepers called back on, both on the same side of the rock, so they're trying to keep the line. They're going to make it around that guard, and they're going to bounce up against the one in the 12-foot. And Nicole Barra going to peel away that guard. Wow, that wicked really close. Sheet B, Team Barra almost crashing on that guard. She wanted to take it out, but it just barely flashed past it and ended up getting one of Team Jackson's yellows on the 12-foot. Team Jackson just going to throw a nice draw.
Nicole trying to see how many yellows they can get rid of here. And one, oh, just gets rid of one, and it chips out their yellow in the back, unfortunately. So, little debate there whether they wanted to try tapping back their yellow here on sheet B or destroying, and then they choose just to
Draw
go for
behind.
the draw.
Yep.
I like that call. Sometimes a tap back, if you don't get it just right, you leave draw paths open and your rocks don't end up quite where you want them. So.
Yeah, well, and if you hit too hard, sometimes you can accidentally take your shot stone out of play.
Yeah, especially, it depends, you know, if your person just threw a draw, they know the draw weight, or, you know.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's a beautiful draw behind.
Yep. Back four.
Okay. So, if I'm Team Vera.
Can follow that in.
Yep.
Can
And sit on it.
Get rid of something yellow. So there's this point where you have to count how many remaining rocks he gets. Like, well, I got 3 red rocks left. Do I clear something yellow, or do I just try drawing in at this point?
Right.
And use the yellow guards. But the problem of leaving that yellow in the top 12 is then that gives Kathy Jackson something to hit back. So.
Well, she.
Now, if you can double out the yellows by hitting that one.
I think that's what she is looking at. She definitely is calling a peel weight shot.
Mm-hmm. So basically hit it pretty much almost on nose, and you can double them out.
Yep, and their sweepers are on for line.
And they're holding it. It's going to clear the guard. Oh, just clears it.
And the shooter rolls out. Which, you know, is unfortunate, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yep. So I think Kathy just wants to put one back right where that was, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Just somewhere in top 12.
Absolutely. Over on sheet A, Team Mooney currently sitting 2. And getting ready to, looks like throw hammer.
Yeah, it does look like it'll be hammer.
That's a beautiful position to be in, so potentially going for 3.
Just need a little bit more than a biter.
A real change of
more than
fortunes over
halfway
there, because for most of the game, Team Palmeri were sitting 2 on in the 8-foot area, and Team Mooney managed to scatter them and then be able to come in and sit 2.
Here on sheet C, the sweeper's working furiously the whole way down to try to get that rock.
Yeah, just a little light, right?
Okay, well, it's guarding their shot rock, which is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm. They seem very happy about it, though.
Mm-hmm. So, still have 2 reds rock left, and I think it looks like they're just trying to, they decided just to go for the draw at this point.
All right. And on sheet A, Team Mooney with a beautiful draw, and they will score 3 points in the 6th. Bringing the score tied again, 3-3 entering the 7th.
So Nicole's first skip rock here. Disappointed draw. Got plenty of weight. Not really curling.
Yep, just a little heavy. And Team Jackson calling to guard up that draw path.
Yep. At this point, you're just happy with a 1, and they don't need points, so.
Nope, they don't need points.
They're perfectly happy just to block up the guard path and not try to get another one in. A steal of 1 would please them just fine.
Yep. And then in the 8th, Team Barrow would come back down by 4, but with hammer. It's a, not insurmountable, but big lead to overcome. And these teams all play again at 8 o'clock tonight, I believe.
Not all four sheets.
No. The players on sheets B and C. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that rock went way deeper as intended. So
way deeper, but I don't hate it.
No, I mean it means there's no way that Barra can score more than 2, but I'll just go draw in. Makes it an easy draw in for the one with backing, so I just have to land on either of those yellows or right between them.
Yep. Hammer coming over on sheet C. Team Atkinson going to try and hit out English's shot in almost on the button so that they can sit 2. We'll see if they are able to get it to curl around all of those very high guards. Yep, it's got a curl. And I think it's just going to be a little wide. It touched it.
And here on sheet B, the draw just cleared the guards and drew to touch the button.
Beautifully done.
1 red. So they're only down by 2, but they don't have hammer. So there's still a fight, but it's better than being down by 4. So.
Right. All right, and on sheet B, our score is 6-4. Jackson up at 6, and on sheet C, we have English at 8 and Atkinson at 2. And was that handshakes on sheet C, it looks like?
Yeah.
Yep, I think it's handshakes on sheet C. All right. Let's see, so I'm gonna reconfigure the main stream then to show sheet B and A, but I'm gonna keep the sheet A, our alternate stream of A and D running so that you have a better picture of what is happening on the sheets, and I'm just going to give you the house view on sheet A.
I'm going to go out on the ice bit, see if on the, what am I, the mid, in the game time ice tech for the next draw. So they wanted to talk to me a little bit about what to do. So
I think you get to stay in for most of it.
Right, that's what I figured. I'll help out with a webcast and just be here in case.
Yeah, I think you only if there's like a gouge or something.
And then between the fourth end break,
Yeah, you mop.
Freshen things up a little bit.
Yep. Yep. Give it a little mop sprinkle. Nice little draw behind by Team Jackson. It's exposed though, so it'll be interesting to see if Nicole decides to go for it. Nope, she's going to draw in behind it. Well, it looks like they might be reconsidering. Nope. Sweepers on it right away. So it looks like they had changed the call to be a guard, and I don't think it's going to make it. I think it's going to be hogged, which is unfortunate. And then so they're asking Team Jackson should maybe splitting it, hitting it so it's split or draw in behind, and it looks like it was decided they're going to try and draw in behind.
When you looked away, you missed a wonderful hit on sheet A. That was
Yeah, it was really good, huh?
Yeah, squeeze through those the red the gap and leave yellow sitting 3.
Looks like Mooney gonna do another takeout.
Yeah, something high weight there. I didn't see what they're aiming for, but it's something yellow.
I think that top yellow.
Ooh, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it made the gap a little wider, but how many rocks are left? Okay, just down to the.
They've got
three reds
well,
left.
yeah,
so
3 reds, 4 yellow.
Yeah.
All right. Sort of a down weight hit, I think, or draw in behind. There seems to be lots of options.
Oh, calling timeout on sheet A. Let him think about it there.
Yep. Well, that's why we have timeouts.
Figure they haven't. It's the 8th end, or no,
Yeah.
no, it's the 7th end, but it's they haven't used it yet, so might as well.
All of our games are 8 end games, and I believe each team gets 1 timeout. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes, that is correct. 1 timeout. I got a nod from an official.
Kathy Jackson calling for a draw in, either maybe corner freeze to the red. I think they'd kind of like just to protect the yellow that way.
I mean, yeah, they've got plenty of time.
But if it taps back the yellow a little bit, that can work too.
Yep. Yellow currently has 9 minutes and 15 seconds left. Red currently has 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. So they've got ample amount of time for some thinking and strategizing.
Okay, well, that.
Not exactly where they wanted that.
No, it's not helpful. I mean, it may be important in the end to keep you from running back that red one, so.
Looks like Nicole calling for a draw.
So I think think they decided on back house weight just to try to bump that red one. On sheet
Yeah,
B.
that definitely looks like back house weight, though. She came up pretty fast.
Yeah, it's more like hack bumper weight.
Yep.
It's not going to make it there. Not even close.
Nope, it did not have a chance of curling. That went awfully straight compared to how curly the rocks were going at the beginning of the game.
It had a lot of weight, so it keeps
That
it
is
straighter.
true.
So over on sheet A, with the yellows are now our open target, but
Yep.
don't think they're going to get rid of all of them, but should be able to hit. Okay, they got rid of one and the other one. Yes, okay. They got rid of 2 yellows. And
Very exciting game over on sheet A, too.
here on sheet B. Okay.
And that is more where Jackson wanted that original rock.
Yeah, you can't, makes it hard to get to the red
Yeah.
and tap it back, so. Nicole,
But Nicole's going to try again. She's going to try and bump that yellow, I think.
Yep, with a lot less broom this time. If nothing, make the sweepers earn their keep if it
Yep, Laura
needed.
gives it a little bit of a push to give it some zip.
Oh, yeah, it's going
Line,
now.
calling for line.
Yeah, it started really curling for that weight. Yeah.
Yep, curling for line. Go, 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 go,
Oh,
go.
oh.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
It rubbed off that yellow one a little bit, but not too much.
Amazing. Let me give you the house view. And it looks like red is sitting too.
Which is what they're going to need in the end, but there's still a lot of rocks left to play here.
That is true. So looks like they're going to try run back.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to hit that yellow a little off center and into the red. Over curl, it's just going to chip it out.
Yep.
But
Basically replaced itself, but a little narrower.
a narrower can help, though. That'll make it easier to make that shot next time. So Nicole wants to get another one in.
Absolutely. Oh. Somebody had a little spill over on sheet A, but that's okay. They gave the high five sign. They're okay. Very nice takeout by Team Mooney over on sheet A. And they got an excellent roll. Well, it looks like they're going to try and actually plan B this and tap out Team Jackson's rock. Team Jackson does have hammer. All right, so they're going to do that, and she's the player in the hack is indicating normal weight. Yep, sweeper's called. Off, they're called off. Oh, and now for curl. And it's sliced too thin. Here's the house view. And it is Team Bear still sitting 3. And they're going to throw up a guard.
Yeah, and unfortunately that yellow one guarded guarded one of the reds.
Right.
So,
But they're going to replace that because, like I said, Team Jackson does have hammer.
Yep.
And this is Team Bear's first skip stone. Over on sheet A, Team Mooney's final skip rock is being thrown. They do not have hammer. Sort of see them in the background. It's going to be a guard. I like where that ended up. So it looks like Team Jackson is going to call for a takeout for the back stone. And Ken, how are ties decided in this? Do you play an extra end or we go with last shot draw?
They'll play a 9th end.
They'll play. We will have bonus if they take out this stone. Oh, this is Jackson's first skip stone, so we still have 3 stones to go.
Oh, and what happened on sheet A?
I missed it. But somebody.
Oh.
They'll post it, I'm sure, shortly. Oh, and it's going to hit that back rock. And nose hit, so it will not roll. Team Barra obviously going to take that out and then hope for a little bit of a roll on it to go undercover. Oh, and it looks like Team Palmeri scored 3 in the 7th.
Yep.
Taking the score from 9 to 6.
That's a good position being in, going into the
8th, absolutely.
Yep.
And it looks like a nose hit. They didn't get even the teeniest bit of roll.
Well, they did have the teeniest bit.
Well, okay. They had a smidgen of a roll. And Team Jackson going to try and take out that shot again.
And see if they can get the roll. Exciting 8th end here on
very.
sheet B.
Jackson Stone is away. The sweepers are on it. And now called off. They're hoping for it to curl so they can get. And it looks like, let me give you the house view.
Yep.
It looks like it's too red to me, but I wouldn't be surprised if they call. Nope, they're going to kick the rocks. And no handshake, so I think that was a tie.
Yep.
So the players will get a 1-minute break, and then they will come back on the ice to play their 9th end. Over on sheet A, we have Team Palmeri with their, I believe they're on their first second stone. And they are going to try and draw this into the house. Just by the guard. And it looks like it's going to be not quite biting on the 12th foot, but close. But I do like where that guard ended up for them.
Yep, no, it's a perfect place.
Team Mooney's third stone.
Okay, starting back up on sheet 9. Sheet B for the 9th end. No, we do not have nine sheets in this club. So.
I wish.
And because it's the 9th end, they've reset the timers because each team gets 4.5 minutes in the 9th end here.
Beautiful center guard. Top 4. Line, the call for sweep of the line. It's really drifting over.
Yeah, it's going to hit the. We're gonna violate the center line guard rule, so they're just gonna put that rock back.
Oh well, it stayed on the center line.
Oh, that's true. It's still on the center line. Is it still a guard though?
Well, let's see.
No,
it is.
It's a biter.
It's biting.
So it gets called. They could have put that back, but they choose to choose. They're actually like having that yellow guard there, probably. So they.
Yeah, I don't think that's the worst thing that could have happened to them.
No. So they.
But I do like how
it's a skip's option to opt to leave things as they stand.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But I do like how attentive they were to making sure that they knew where the mark was. Oh, sorry about that. Nice little drift in at the end. And Jackson calling for it to be taken out. The hack weight hit.
So if you like the way that these teams are matching up against each other, you'll get to see them again because this is a double round robin. And they'll be playing each other again on Saturday, I believe.
Yes.
I should be a little more specific and say the women's teams are doing a double round robin. The men's team is just a single round robin because there are more of them.
Over on sheet A, Team Mooney is calling for probably one of the longest run backs. So It could be interesting. Oh, just past that guard. They're going to rub on their own, which I don't hate. But Team Jackson will probably either draw behind or they're going to call the takeout on that one.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Kate's only concern is avoiding the steal. So
Right.
all she wants is 1 point in this end, so get rid of anything that might get in the way of that.
Right. Exactly.
All right, so
Yep, remove that center guard for them. Opens up the house a little bit, and I would bet either Nicole's either going to draw behind or she's going to put up another guard.
and choosing for the draw, I believe what she pointed to.
Yep. Looks pretty heavy.
Kamer decided it doesn't want to focus here. It's like, what in the world's going on there?
There it goes, starting to dive over. Team Jackson going to take out the rock. Nicole calling for a draw.
Oh, nice draw.
Whoa! Man, that was paper thin.
Yep.
Beautiful draw.
And behind those stacked guards, so he can't hit him directly.
Yep. And Team Jackson asking for both those guards to be removed.
Mhm. And oh, well, got rid of one. The other one's leafed out of the center, which is the important part.
And it's sitting third shot. It's not going to count for two. And Nicole would like a guard put back. Please,
Yep.
thank you very much.
Well,
Over on
this-
sheet A,
at
Team
this-
Palmeri is sitting two. And it is the Reds, so Team Mooney's first skip rock. Hey Ken, Courtney's asking if you're going to be operating for the 8 p.m. draw. She would be happy to come and comment with you.
Yeah, I'll be more like the other way around. If she comes, I'll show her how to do that because I'm doing the ice on sheet sorry, the game time ice tech. So I can help out, but I mean, I can do the controls, but it would help to have somebody else to kind of half and half with me. So
To
sure.
do the comment.
Please,
Yeah.
please do come, Courtney. Because I'm sure Mindy doesn't want to sit here for another 4
No,
hours.
Mindy is hungry. Mindy needs to go home and get some food. Somebody was cooking a giant Costco pot pie in the oven, and I thought my stomach was growling so loud people could hear it over the webcast.
Oh, it looks like a little tap back planned here. Looking, oh.
Little curled over just a little bit. But I do think they're in a pretty good position. I think Nicole should set up yeah, right there. Yes, put it right there.
Really
Just something to block up that draw path, but potentially also be in a counting position.
Yeah, I mean, just a guard's fine at this point because, I mean, she doesn't need to score more than one. And neither team needs to score more than one.
Yeah.
But the danger of only having one in the house is there's that the other yellow one could be run back.
Could be run back. Yeah, so Courtney, the house views that we have right now, you really don't need to worry about much of anything. It's just when we get down to the end, we're sort of flicking through some images. But for the most part, we're keeping the shots static, so you should be absolutely fine.
And as game time ice tech, I hopefully won't have to do anything besides go out between the fourth end break and.
Well, and if it's something major, Eric's going to be here, and so he'll be able to manage it. I really like where that rock is a lot. And, yep, they're going to try and – oh, they're –
Yeah, so
the Vice definitely has some ideas of what she would like to have happen.
the other
So potentially a draw or potentially kind of a run back, tap back of that yellow. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, that seems like their best probability of success is work with the yellow one that they have. Then, but they have 2 rocks left, so if they get this one just right, they'll be in excellent position. But Barra could do something similar with the other red that they threw in, but they don't. You can't see all of that red one, so it's hard to bump the red one they just threw in a way that could get this yellow one out if they get it just right.
Well, and Jackson's got 2 shots at it, so because they do have hammer. And over on sheet A, we're going to see the hammer come down quite shortly.
And, ooh.
Red is still shot.
Yep, that was
and you
so
will
close.
absolutely need to put that guard right there.
That would have curled another quarter inch.
Yep.
It would have been good, but.
Yep, definitely. Nope. Just do the guard. Don't do anything fancy. Just.
Oh, handshakes on A.
Handshakes on A. Looks like 2 points for Palmeri, which brings them to 11-6. Congratulations, Team Palmeri.
All right, guess we'll say goodbye to our sheet A, sheet D stream since we're all done with that.
Yep. I just got to get sheet B, 30% house. All right, so now I have a house view and the sort of sweep view.
Okay, well, drawing on in. Oh, little rub off the yellow, which works just fine.
That's
Blocking the draw path.
that was a lovely draw. That's exactly what they needed. They've got basically the draw paths put together. If I'm Team Jackson, I'm going to try and just nudge that yellow one over a little bit. But that is such a tough shot.
Yeah, it has to be just catch just the right amount of it at just the right speed.
I mean, they've definitely showed they're incredibly skilled because they have made a lot of frankly unbelievable shots.
Yeah, but that's basically all they have.
But that is all.
I mean, you could try doubling out the reds. The red that was just thrown, run it back into the other one.
Yeah, but even that,
I don't know. It would jam on the yellow in the back, but that's okay. All you need is one.
And they're looking at it again. And Brandon, did they call a timeout? Brandon, did they call a timeout? Okay, they did call a timeout. So they have 1 minute for timeout. Or they have 1 minute left of gameplay.
No, they have, because it's the far end, there's a minute travel time.
Oh, okay.
And then 52 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, so if they
Travel time in 52
if they had a coach in the warm room, then you give the coach a minute to walk down to the far end. So the timer isn't actually running yet because the team timer isn't running yet because it's the coach timer basically, coach travel time.
All right. So it looks like they may have decided.
I'm wondering what I would do. Would I try doubling out the reds? I think I'd try doubling out the reds, but
I mean,
it's either one is tough.
whatever either call is tough. I mean, Team Barra has done a really, really great job and made the shots they needed to make in order to make this darn near impossible for Team Jackson. But I like the call that they've made. Their skip has made really incredible draws. Like, she really has her draw weight down, and she can do a heavy draw and try and nudge that over. I mean, it only needs to go over about, 5 inches?
Not even that. Yeah, well, I guess in that direction, yeah, probably a couple inches. Yep.
I'm staring at the house too much. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, there. I think it's going to be on the red. Oh, yeah, it's all over the red.
And it is 2 red.
And, well, congratulations, Team Barra.
Congratulations. That was a well-fought game.
Congratulations to both teams. That was, quite an exciting game, and we'll be looking forward to see your matchup again on Saturday.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be really amazing. So the and Team Barra is kicking the rocks down, but they don't need to. The ice team has that. But thanks everybody for tuning in. This was really, really exciting. We're really glad to be able to have such an incredible game to sort of cap off the evening. I will be leaving you this evening, but Ken will remain, and apparently Courtney is going to come and join to do some commentary. But we'll see you all at the Draw 3, which will be at 8 p.m. tonight. And good curling, everybody.